Hey everybody, it's JRG. The Thanksgiving season is almost upon us, and I thought what better way to celebrate that than do a little tier list. Everybody and their mother's doing a tier list, so why not me? Now, I know what I may have said about Thanksgiving in one of my previous videos. Thanksgiving is a nothing holiday, alright? But don't worry about that, alright? Doesn't exist. It's got like 20 views. Who cares, alright? This is what we're doing right now. And I'd like to take a little bit of time to talk about our sponsor. No one. You kidding me? What, you thought I had a sponsor for a second there? I have 8 subscribers. Who are you kidding? Like, I can't help any of these people. All right, let's get started. All right, so green bean casserole. Some people may hate on green bean casserole. I'm sure maybe there are better ways to make it, but I've always had it the standard way with the little crispies, the green beans, and the mushroom soup and all that. And I've always enjoyed it growing up, and I still do to this day. So I'm going to have to put it in A tier. Bare minimum. I always get seconds. Now, I want to say going into the list, I didn't make this list. I just found this list online and thought it had a lot of good things, a lot of interesting little pictures and topics to talk about. But one thing I will say about it, though, is that for some reason, they decided to double up on the stuff that was there for some reason. So there's a lot of doubles. We won't be covering the doubles, of course. Just ignore them. Pretend they don't exist. We're just going to copy the singles. In fact, I've already separated the singles up here, and we're just going to go through that. Pretty much stops at the little corn thing I got right there. Everything past that, that's just doubles. So don't worry about that. Anyway, moving on. So, okay, this person had the audacity to put Thanksgiving as one of the suggestions to put on the ultimate Thanksgiving tier list. Or maybe that means decorations. I don't know. It's unclear. So for that fact of the confusion and the redundancy, I'm putting it in D tier. All right? Sue me. Do whatever. All right. Macy's Day Parade. Look, I don't hate the Macy's Day Parade. Look, guys, the Macy's Day Parade is just, it's fine. All right? I don't have an issue with the Macy's Day Parade. All right? But the only thing with me is that I never really grew up with it. My family never really watched it growing up. They never really got excited for it. So I didn't as extension. All right? It's what it is. Can't do nothing about it. Okay? So the only thing I really understand about it is that it's just one of those things that it just shows up a bunch of floats. It eventually leads to Christmas, saying, hey, Christmas is here now. So that's really all that is. So in fair conscience, I can't really give it a high ranking, but I think it would be insulting to put it at a D, so we're going to put it at a C. All right. Now, phones, who am I kidding? I'm a bit addicted to my phone. I'm a bit addicted to the screen. What am I doing right now? I'm filming myself on a screen and putting it for all y'all to look at, all right? So I can't say that phones are not an important part of my life, and that includes Thanksgiving. So I would have to probably put it at a B if I'm being honest with myself. All right, football. All right. I'm not a sports guy. All right. I'll admit that. All right. I've never been into it, and we never really played football as part of Thanksgiving. But I do appreciate its goodness. All right. So I can't in good conscience put it anything lower than a B. All right. All right. Apple pie. I love pie. I always get doubles during Thanksgiving season. But I gotta admit, apple's not one of the ones I look mainly forward to. I look forward to either like sweet potato pie, to pumpkin pie, like cherry pie, but apple pie is pretty like mid-tier on the list. So that's where it's gonna go on this list. It's gonna go to B. All right, sleeping. I don't know. I guess I sleep a little bit during Thanksgiving. Not so much now that I'm grown up, I guess. But I do appreciate a good nap after a good food coma. So I suppose that also does deserve to be put in B. Pumpkin pie, at least that's what I assume. All right, that very much looks like a pumpkin pie. It could be a sweet potato pie, but it looks like a pumpkin pie. I feel like they have very distinct color differences. So I feel like this is pumpkin. And pumpkin, I gotta be honest, goes in A tier, above that apple, right next to that green bean casserole. Feels right. Who's having lasagna at Thanksgiving? I mean, I guess Thanksgiving has a lot of traditional dishes, but in my more recent years, it's more been treated like kind of like a potluck. It has that basic dishes that you would expect at every Thanksgiving, but it also has like some mixed in whatever dishes too. So I love a good lasagna. I don't really feel like it belongs at Thanksgiving, but if I see it, I'm eating it. I'll put it at B. Like I swear, guys, I'll try not to put all these at B, but I kind of feel like some of these are just kind of like middle ground stuff. Black Friday. Look, I've never really cared about Black Friday, all right? I know a lot of y'all get excited for that stuff, way too excited, in fact. But Black Friday for me I've participated in it once, and I think I got a copy of Beer Fest on DVD, and I don't even know if I've opened it, to be frank. I think it's just still hanging out on my shelf, so I'm gonna have to just straight up give it a D. because it causes a lot of carnage and panic, and there's a part of me that doesn't like it. It's never been useful to me, so whatever. D it goes. I assume this is candied yams. What this looks like. It's little like cubes and whatever. I've seen them bigger typically, but I might be wrong, but I'm gonna have to go with the fact that this is maybe candied yams. So that's what we're gonna go with. I love a good candied yam, especially if you put some marshmallow on top. So I'm gonna have to put that in A tier. It's a big A tier for me. All right, now the turkey. Now I know the turkey is the main centerpiece, the main thing that Thanksgiving is known for, the turkey. It's all what we all make no matter what we do, all right? But I gotta say, turkey's a bit overrated, all right? I feel like I'm not the only one who feels this way. So, like, let's be honest. We're mainly here for the side dishes. We're here for the deviled eggs, the mashed potatoes, the stuffing, the gravy, the green bean casserole, the pies, the cranberry sauce, all right? We're not mainly here for the turkey. We'll get turkey, but we're mainly excited about the sides, am I right? I feel like I'm not the only one who feels that way. I feel like there are a lot of us out there, all right? We share a bond in that. So I'm going to have to respect the turkey, but I can't put it at A. It goes at a B. All right, now Charlie Brown Thanksgiving Special. I watched that a few times. I've enjoyed it. It's good. I'm just going to have to put it in A tier. All right, no matter how old I get, it still has a warm place in my heart. Coleslaw. Look, I'm okay with coleslaw, but I can't eat too much of it, okay? I don't really care that much about coleslaw. I don't hate it. It's a big bag, whatever. I'm going to have to put it in C tier, all right? It's just whatever. Now, gravy. Look, you can't have Thanksgiving without a good gravy, all right? Put that shit on everything, all right? The mashed potatoes, the rolls, the stuffing, the turkey, the freaking cranberry sauce, the deviled eggs, everything. Just put it on everything, all right? S tier. You need gravy at Thanksgiving, all right? I don't care who you are. If you're having a traditional Thanksgiving, you're going to have gravy. It's going to be there. Now, cranberry sauce, all right? Now, I know there's a whole debate on whether the jellied, with the can with the little rims, the little ridges on it is better than just like the homemade cranberry sauce with the orange peel and all that in it. Honestly, I have them both, and I like them both. This shows that homemade, I'm just going to go with homemade. I like it. It's an A tier. I always get seconds. Now, rolls. Rolls are fine, all right? I feel like this is kind of grouping in any type of like side bread. I always go with the little croissants, the little tube of croissants that, you open up and explodes and scares the shit out of you. All right, that's what I go for. I don't typically ever have the rolls over Thanksgiving. It's not showing me croissants, so I'm just going to go with the fact that it's showing me rolls, and I'm going to put it as C tier, all right? Because I do the croissants, I don't do rolls. Falling asleep in your food? Why is this on the list? I don't think this needs to be here. I feel like it's a bad time too. D tier. All right, that's where you need to be. Wet dogs? Why is this here? Like the other thing I understand because some people may fall asleep due to food coma. Maybe kids might do that. But like, why is a wet dog here? Is a wet dog a part of Thanksgiving? D tier. Put it in F tier if I could. That doesn't make any sense. Fried chicken. I love fried chicken. All right, fried chicken's great. I don't know if it's really related to Thanksgiving, but I can also say it's pretty much on tier with the lasagna, where it doesn't belong, but it's dutifully welcome. So I will go ahead and put that on B tier. Family. Family's nice and great. I've always had good family experiences, and I feel like my family sees this, and I don't put it in S tier. They'll be sad, so I'm going to put it in S tier. Love y'all. Mariah Carey. Look, we're seeing Mariah Carey sing about Christmas even before. We're seeing it like that last week of October. So just whatever, all right? She's there. I respect her. But there's too damn much for her, all right? Y'all need to stop playing her so damn early. D tier. Mashed potatoes. All right, look, I love mashed potatoes, all right? And there's nothing more to say to that. I love mashed potatoes. That is an easy A tier. Video games. Shows a switch, but I'm assuming it means all video games. If I have a game to play, it gives me a little time off to where I can actually sit there and enjoy that. So I'm going to have to put that in the good old A tier. It's where it belongs. Politics. Look, we all have our different views, okay? But during food, it is not the time to discuss them, all right? If I'm eating my food, if I'm trying to relax and celebrate, my holiday, shut the up about politics. I don't want to hear about it, okay? I'm not saying I disagree with what you got going on. I just don't want to debate that right now, all right? Politics. D tier. Shut up. Carrots. I like carrots, but they're a big bag of whatever for me. I gotta put them in C tier. Stuffing. Look, it is hard to mess up a stuffing, okay? Even the box stuffing is amazing stuff, all right? It's moist, it's flavorful, it's very satisfying. You can get a bunch of it, all right? And there's always a big tray of it on my Thanksgivings every year, all right? Fond memories, gotta put it in S tier, all right? Thanksgiving break. Look, that doesn't really apply to me anymore, all right? Thanksgiving break for me is like a day off, if that. I've had to work some jobs where I had to work Thanksgiving because it was either a grocery store or some restaurant that served Thanksgiving-based food. So I don't really get that break anymore. So, but I do remember, I do have fond memories of whenever I'd be off for that whole week during school. So I'm going to have to put it at a nice old A tier, all right? Always more memories thinking about that. Traffic. That's a weird one to have on this list, but I guess it makes sense. Look, no one likes traffic. We're going to put it in D tier. Fuck it. Wishbone. I have never messed around with the wishbone. I think one time we did the wishbone thing, but it is a fun little game to play with the kids, and sometimes the adults might do a thing with it. I will put it in C tier because it's never been huge in my life. Mac and cheese. All right, mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is a delicate thing, all right? I love mac and cheese, all right? If I was going on death row, mac and cheese, a decadent mac and cheese would be like my final meal, okay? That's my favorite food in the world. I'm just a big old kid in that way, all right? But this Kraft mac and cheese, that box Kraft mac and cheese here, this ain't it, all right? If you're showing up Thanksgiving, you better have a nice mac and cheese, whether it be with like a nice little like crumb crust or whatever, or with it be with just a layer of melted cheese on top. You better put some effort into that, all right? You better respect the mac and cheese, all right? Mac and cheese for me, assuming you do it right, it's going to be an S tier, all right? Give me a good mac and cheese. I'll get thirds of that. I'll take some home if I can. I'll fight for it. And the last one, not exactly an exciting one, corn. I'm going to have to put that, because corn is a big whatever, going to have to put it in C tier because it's fine, but it doesn't cause me any pain. I much prefer like a cream corn or like an elote. I think I'm saying that right, elote, right? You know, where it's like creamed up and it has like the cheese and the spices in it and all that. That's how I prefer my corn if I'm gonna have corn. Assuming it's like that, it'd be higher, but it looks like it's very unseasoned, very bland and basic, so I'm gonna have to put it in C tier. So thanks for watching my video, all right? Hope you enjoyed. Hope you like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff will really help out the channel, all right? But if you don't, that's fine. You know, I'm not your dad. You don't have to listen to me. Yeah, most importantly, hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving. Thanks for tuning in, and take it easy.